Chris! Chris?
Jack, it's me. You ready? Jack, you all right?
G'day, sunshine.
Is Jack up yet?
Haven't seen him. Maybe he left early.
Yeah, I'm in here.
What happened?
Had a bit of an accident.
Chris, I think we'll be all right.
Call me if you need me.
Yeah, sure. Let's get you up. All right. Take it easy. Let's just get you sorted out, eh?
It's a bit of a mess.
That's all right. I'll clean it up.
Haven't you gone yet?
Oh, I'm just waiting for my lift.
There's someone else doing the course.
Yes, Senior Detective Natalie Nixon. Falcon Prize suggested that.
Knickers Nixon.
Ooh, haven't met her yet.
Knickers?
Just your style, mate.
Knickers, Nixon, and the forced building entry course. You're going to have the best time.
Buildings need to be forced.
Why is she called Knickers? Is there something I need to know about this woman?
Morning, all. Sorry we're a bit late.
Not a problem.
My folder. I slept in.
Mate, you okay?
Yep, I'm fine. Okay, thank you.
Bad night, Stretch.
Yeah, I've had better.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Senior Detective Hashem.
That would be me. And you'd be Senior Detective Natalie Nixon?
Nice to meet you. You ready to go?
Yes, either way.
Just the man I want to see.
Celia, well, I'm actually on my way to Melbourne.
But it's very important.
Senior Constable Stewart can help you with all your needs. All the best, guys.
Thanks, mate. See ya. Celia, how can I help?
Somebody's been stealing my stationery.
Rightio. Better come through then, eh? Jack?
Yep.
You want to take the report for us?
Why?
Who am I supposed to be speaking with here?
Take a seat.
Thank you.
So, stationery, huh?
The entire shelf of stock from my stationery cupboard.
Just one shelf.
The government provides your office supplies, Constable. Those of us in small business have to buy our own. And small items add up, you know.
Of course. What exactly was stolen? I need to get a list.
Made out a list.
10 reams of bond paper, 6 jet cartridges, 150 GSM,
Display card. Costs $30 a ream. I just had a delivery. 5 reams, all gone.
and nothing else was stolen.
No, just the stationery.
What do you estimate the worth of this stock to be?
About $600.
That much?
My clients expect quality. Quality costs money.
Of course.
So, could somebody come out and take a look, please? Oh, not you, obviously. That poor boy. Must make things difficult for you, having him stuck in that chair.
Oh, I think it's probably hardest on him, Celia.
Yes, of course.
Anyway, it's not like he's going to be in the chair forever. He's got a pretty good chance of making a full recovery.
Well, let's pray that's the case. Daniel, you know I don't like personal visitors.
See you, Celia. Later, Dans.
Well, it's 2 minutes to 9 and my day hasn't started yet.
We've been burgled.
And, this door's always kept locked, yeah?
Oh, yes. I keep the property keys in here as well as the stationery.
Where does that door lead?
Now, that goes through to an annex. We keep paint and stuff in there, but it's a dead end.
Yeah, that's sealed off. So, that's the only way in and out, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I can't see any sign of forced entry there.
And this is where the things were stolen from.
Does anyone else have a key to this door?
Daniela has keys to both the front door and this cupboard.
Look, how long is this going to take? Not that I totally mind missing work or anything. I just have stuff to do, all right?
This way, Danny.
Who's that?
Danielle Herbert.
Herbert. Not Gail Herbert's daughter.
Well, I haven't gone into the family history.
She makes damn fine jams and chutneys, wins first prize in every show she enters. What's the girl in for?
Well, she might be involved in the theft from Celia Donald. Jack, do you want to sit in on the interview?
You and Joe went to the scene.
Yeah, but you took the initial report.
Well, there you go.
Get in there, Lawson. Parrish has got other duties to attend to.
Yes, boss.
God, what's she obsessing over anyway? Box of rubber bands and a ream of typing paper.
So you and Celia don't get on?
No. She's exactly like my father. Don't do this, don't do that. Can't do this, gotta be that. God, they're both fossils.
So why don't you move on?
Mum and Dad are making me do a real estate course at TAFE and I need the practical placement.
So, Danny, if you didn't take this stationery, what's happened to it?
I don't know.
Because there was no sign of forced entry, and the only people with keys are you and Celia Donald.
Well, then maybe she took it herself.
Why would she do that?
Insurance fraud?
For $600? I don't think so.
Well, then maybe she took it just so I get the blame. Look, she's been wanting to sack me for ages. I mean, if she can make a dishonesty charge stick, well, then I can't sue her for wrongful dismissal now, can I?
Why would she want to sack you?
I stand up for myself and I know my rights. She took the stuff herself to get rid of me and claim on the insurance. She'd love that.
That girl has got more front than Myers.
Well, you don't seem surprised at the accusation.
She's obviously trying to get herself off the hook. Logic says it has to be one or the other of us. And it certainly wasn't me.
But you do want to get rid of her.
Though I have to admit that I am a bit tired of having my every decision questioned.
Oh, well, you know what they say. Give a teenager a job while they still know it all.
I've got no complaints about her ability. Just her attitude. And nowadays, unfortunately, that's not grounds for dismissal. But dishonesty, that's another matter.
Well, she says that she didn't take the stationery and we can't prove otherwise.
Well, then, I trust that you'll continue your investigations until you get the proof that you need.
We'll be in touch, Celia.
I just want to say that I think you are a very brave young man.
Just doing my job.
When they pay you your compensation, you come and see me. I've got just the cottage in mind. 2 beds, no steps, easy access shower. First homeowner's dream.
I can't believe she just said that.
First homeowner's dream.
A little finesse of a pork chop at a synagogue. You're going to be fine. It just takes time.
Yeah, like the rest of my life.
Well, haven't you got an appointment with your specialist tomorrow? I mean, maybe he'll have some good news.
And maybe you won't.
I want to speak to Tom Croydon. I understand my daughter's been accused of stealing stationery.
Danielle hasn't been charged as yet, Mr. Herbert.
Well, her boss is acting as if she's guilty. She suspended Danny from work.
Perhaps you should take the matter up with Mrs. Donald.
I know Danielle can be bloody difficult at times, but what teenager isn't? This job is important for her future. I'm not going to allow her to be unfairly accused of dishonesty.
If she's innocent,
she
won't.
is.
You seem pretty positive of that.
If she wanted stationery, she could have taken it from me.
So Danny's father's a stationery rep?
For Morley Brothers Stationery over in St David's. Been there for years, apparently.
Well, then why is she stealing the stuff?
I don't know.
I thought you knew the family.
No. I was only aware of Gail Herbert's reputation for jam and chutney. I knew nothing about.
Strange that Danny didn't mention what her father did for a living.
Maybe she's just knocked off this stationery to get up Celia's nose.
Entirely possible. But let's just say that she did steal the stuff. What would she do with it?
Dump it, I don't know.
Be pretty hard to sell.
Well, maybe she took it home.
Might be worth paying the Herberts a visit.
Come on, Joe. We've got a job to do. Now, I'll keep you posted, mate.
Don't waste your breath.
So, how's it going, Jacko?
How do you reckon?
Is there anything you want to share with me?
No.
Which might explain your rudeness and your lack of consideration for others?
I'm in a wheelchair. Or haven't you noticed that?
Yeah. And you think that excuses any amount of bad behaviour?
I didn't ask
do
it
you?
to be like this.
No, but you are. And at the moment, we're all paying for it.
That's not fair.
What's not fair is that your colleagues are going out of their way to make life easier for you. And you repay them with snarls and insults.
What, am I supposed to be grateful, am I?
No, you're supposed to act like a professional member of this station. Wheelchair or no wheelchair. You got it? And include some respect and consideration for the rest of us.
Don't realise how important it is to have a job.
Oh, OK, right. And how would you know, Mum? All you do is hang around here all day.
Danielle.
Well, you do.
Good morning, I'm Senior Constable Ben Stewart, Mrs. Constable Joe Parrish.
Gail Herbert. What can we do for you?
We'd just like to have another talk to Danielle.
What else is there to say? I told you I didn't do it.
We just want to have a quick look around and then we can get out of your hair.
Have you got a search warrant?
Oh, don't be dumb. God, you want me to look guilty. Go ahead. Do whatever you want.
Does Danielle have to be here? It's just that she's supposed to go to TAFE soon.
I can miss it.
Oh, not likely, young lady.
So?
Well, it shouldn't take too long. Now, what's in here?
My pantry.
What's happening here?
Oh, sorry to disturb you, Mr. Herbert, but your wife and Danny have given us consent to search the property.
Is this about that stolen stationery?
Yes, I'm afraid we're still investigating the matter.
Danielle is not involved with that. I spoke to your senior sergeant about it.
You what? I never asked you to stick your nose in.
Just be quiet. You're in enough trouble already.
This has got nothing to do with you.
Your father's acting in your best interest, Danielle. We don't want you losing your job.
You bugger that job. I'm over it already.
Sorry to interrupt, but the sooner we get this done, the sooner we can go. And we'll start with your bedroom, eh?
Fine with me.
Well, she's not a big fan of her parents.
Not many teenagers are.
Something to look forward to, I suppose.
But the bottom line is, you didn't find any stationery.
Not unless you count Keith Herbert's work supplies.
Ah, so we reached a dead end.
Yeah, pretty much. But I doubt that Celia's going to be happy about it.
Well, tell her we're still pursuing our inquiries.
Joe, where's Jack?
In the loo, I think. Seems pretty miserable today.
He had a bit of a rough night last night. I really don't think that he should be at the pub. Not at the moment.
Noisy, man.
Yeah, that plus, once the bar closes up, there's nobody on hand if he needs help during the night.
Well, he's got his mobile phone.
Yeah, but it's not much use if you can't reach it.
What happened? Did he fall out of bed? Maybe we should talk to Chris, see if we can sort something out.
Yeah, I think I've got a better idea. I mean, he really
Why don't you
needs to
run an
have...
ad in the Gazette? Jack Lawson pissed himself last night.
Jack, I didn't say a word, mate. Not about that.
Just forget about it.
Look, I've been doing some thinking. Being at the pub, it's not good for you. I just live in the residence next door. I've got plenty of space. Why don't you just come and live with me?
No, thanks.
It wouldn't be forever. Just while you're in the chair, you know.
Well, it sounds like a good idea to me, Jack.
I'd rather stay where I am.
It'll certainly make life easier.
Don't you listen! I don't need a bloody nursemaid, all right?
All right.
Mel,
All right.
station.
It's just a suggestion. That's all.
Okay. Thanks. We've got to go anyway. The pork chop's been assaulted.
Celia.
Yeah. Pretty vicious attack. Who called the ambos?
It was an anonymous call.
Do we have any idea what happened?
Well, Celia was found lying here. One of the ambos said that she was mumbling something about someone coming out of a cupboard door, so I assumed that she meant here.
Didn't Celia say this door was always kept locked?
Yeah, well, obviously not today. Or somebody had a key. Hang on. It's weird.
The stationery is back.
Yes, we thought you might have ordered new supplies.
No. So where would the stationery have come from?
Danielle. She must have developed a guilty conscience and she brought it back.
Perhaps if you told us what happened right from the start.
I went out to see a client. When I got back to the office, I noticed that the front door was unlocked.
You sure you locked it when you left?
Positive. I went in and I noticed that the door to the stationery room was unlocked, and I always lock that. And Danielle is the only other person with the keys. I should have locked them up. I should have taken them from her this morning, but I was in too much of a fluster.
Okay, so what happened next?
I went to see if anything else was taken. I thought I heard a noise in the annex. I went over to open the door. I called out first, "Danielle, is that you?" And then suddenly the door was smashed across my face. I saw stars, I can tell you.
Did you actually get to see the offender?
No. It has to be Danielle. Who else could it be?
Where were you about 12:30 today?
Why do you want to know?
Because Celia's been attacked, and she's in hospital.
What? Seriously?
So where were you?
She's a silly cow, but
Where were you, Danny?
I was doing a presentation to my TAFE class. Dad made me go this morning.
Where's the class held?
St David's. The tube goes for an hour between 12 and 1. I've only just got home.
We will check, you know.
Yeah, fine. I'll give you the name and number of my tutor if you like.
But it must have been her.
No, I'm sorry we've checked, and she's got 10 witnesses. So, we need you to think very clearly about everything that happened on that day. Anything you can remember might help us to find out who did this to you.
It all happened so quickly. I was on the floor. All I saw was shoes, light-coloured pants, and Danielle often wears beige pants.
What kind of shoes were they? Can you describe them?
Brown loafers. And they had leather tassels.
So they were men's shoes?
Oh, now that I think about it, I guess they were. Oh, it must mean that boyfriend of hers.
Boyfriend?
Hey, that lout she goes out with. You saw him this morning. Troy, what's his name? He's always hanging around the office.
So now the dreaded Celia is blaming the boyfriend.
And she thinks even less of him than she does of Danny, and that is saying something.
Have you got a name?
Celia only knows him as Troy, what's his name. We caught a glimpse of him at the office this morning, and Joe thinks she remembers that he was wearing light-coloured moleskins.
Yeah, but was he wearing brown loafers with leather tassel?
Well, that we didn't notice.
Food's here.
OK, we'll check it up after lunch.
There you go. That's yours.
Thanks.
Do you have it outside?
No, thanks.
I just thought we could have a chat.
Why?
Come on. Come outside.
So what is this? Another lecture?
A lecture? Why would I want to do that?
Never mind.
I just thought we should have this chat outside.
Yeah?
When I went to go and get the lunches, Chris and I got talking about the problems you've been having at night.
So now the whole town knows?
It wasn't like that. It's just we're worried about you. Anyway, Chris had this idea that we could get you one of those baby monitor things from your room.
What?
It might come in handy. If you get in trouble, you could just call out.
Look, I'm not a baby, and I don't need your Chris treating me like a mother.
No one is saying that.
You're the bloody
it's just what
saying.
happened last night could happen again. Jack, where are you going?
Talk to Chris.
I'll come with you.
No, I don't need your help.
Hey, watch it!
Sorry.
Look, I'm sorry, Constable. I should watch where I'm going.
Well done, Lawson.
Guess life at knee level's got some advantages.
I suppose it makes sense that it was Keith Herbert.
Makes perfect sense. He's got plenty of stock, could easily have replaced Celia's missing stationery.
He was certainly very keen to protect his daughter's job.
What do you attack Celia?
Oh, he probably didn't mean to. She just came back at the wrong time.
Better get him to come in.
Do you mind if I sit in on the interview, mate?
Sure.
I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Mr. Herbert, I've got daughters of my own, and I reckon that I'd do just about anything to protect them. So I can understand how you feel about Danielle. Now, I gather that Celia's been giving her a bit of a rough time, and she's even suspended her from work.
Well, Danielle has been treated poorly. I can't argue with that.
So what happened? You thought you could resolve the matter by replacing the missing stationer?
Don't be ridiculous. If I wanted to do that, I would have gone to Celia directly.
But that would have been like admitting that Danielle did steal the goods in the first place, and you wouldn't want that. So the only way you could replace it is to sneak into Celia's office when there was nobody there. The only problem was that you were interrupted. You panicked, and that's how Celia was assaulted. That is what happened, isn't it?
No. And if you haven't got any hard evidence against me, I would like to go home, thank you.
All right, Mr. Herbert, we can't keep you. You're free to go. Jack, do you want to contact Danielle? Get her in here as soon as possible, please.
What for?
Because, Mr. Herbert, I know that Danielle is involved in this. Now that somebody's been seriously assaulted, we can hardly forget the matter.
Wait.
Yep.
About Celia. I never intended to hurt her.
Keith was hiding in a back room just beyond where the stationery was kept. When he heard Celia come into the office, he panicked and bolted through the door, and it whacked her in the face.
What, he just leaked it?
Well, he did call an ambulance.
Yeah, but he didn't leave his name. He didn't wait till they turned up.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I reckon he's facing some pretty serious charges.
He probably just thought he was helping his daughter.
I can understand that much.
I must say, someone breaking in to replace stolen property's a new one on me. And what's the charge for that?
Well, unlawfully on premises.
We still don't know who took this stuff in the first place.
Well, it's got to be Danny. Even Keith thinks that. Why else would he replace it?
Proving it's another matter.
Does this have to be made public?
I'm sure the press will get hold of it, but no names will be mentioned.
Right. Is that all?
Yep, you can go.
Oh, they'll teach him to wear loafers with tassels on. Wouldn't have napped him without you.
Guess I'm not so useless after all.
No one said you were.
Didn't have to.
Look, about the baby monitor thing.
Forget about it.
I feel bad. Chris and I were only trying to help.
And if I need your help, I'll ask for it, OK?
Is everything all right here?
Yeah, fine. Hey, Ben, is that office still open? I'd like to move into the residence with you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but no fuss, OK? I want to try and do things for myself.
OK, understood.
So can I move in tonight?
That quick?
Well, I haven't got much stuff. We could move it after work, grab a couple of beers.
Yeah, no worries. All right.
I'm not doing anything tonight, so I could give you a hand.
Joe, I'd be happy to have your help.
Rightio. Is that the lot?
I reckon so.
All right, I'll take this out to the car.
You take that. Good.
Okay.
I reckon we've earned a beer.
Ah, the deserter. Here.
Thanks.
Oh, look, the place just isn't going to be the same without you.
Ah. Sorry about that mess I left in there this morning. Suppose I won't get my bond back now.
Hey, Jack, it's a pub, you know, goes with the territory. You know, some bloke throws up in the potted palm, some hoon blocks the dunny. You know, it's all part of life's rich tapestry.
Yeah, well, it won't be for long. Let's see how things go.
There's a Nick Stewart Brown who's booked in for a night. Isn't he your specialist?
Yeah, I'm seeing him tomorrow.
Hope it all goes well. So, can I get you boys some drinks?
Yes, Chris, I'd love a couple of beers and a white wine, thanks.
I'll bring it over.
Listen, mate, now that you're moving in, I should think about getting some food in the place. Is there anything you want in particular?
Whatever's going's fine, man.
For breakfast tomorrow, I've got some cornflakes, but if you want bacon and eggs, I can zip down the shop, no trouble.
Cornflakes are fine. Stale the better. Remember, no fuss.
Yeah, of course.
Thought I spotted you two over here.
Rowan, how's tricks?
Not bad. Look, I know you guys are off duty, but I just heard what happened to Celia Donald.
Yeah. Hospital says that she's going to be fine.
That's good. But what I wanted to say is, I've had a stack of stationery go missing too.
Who's the sugar?
Thanks. That's it.
It's quite an extensive list.
Nearly $2,000 worth. About the only thing they didn't touch were the ink cartridges for the printer. Just as well, too.
Well, they're expensive, are they?
And hard to get hold of. If we run out, we have to go running to the Shire Council. They're the only other mob with the same printer.
So how come you haven't noticed these thefts before?
I'm on the road a lot this time of year. Cattle sales, bloodstock valuations. You know what it's like. You get stock in, you go through it, you order in more.
So why did you notice this time?
There's a heavy art paper we use for catalogues. I knew I'd only just had a delivery. When it wasn't there, we did a proper check.
Who's got access to supplies?
Everyone in the office. Life's too short to go around mistrusting your employees. Anyway, most of them have been with the firm for years.
So these could have been stolen over a period of months?
Except for the paper. That was only delivered last week.
I think it's time we had a chat with your staff.
So you don't keep this cupboard locked, but what about all the external doors and windows?
Oh, they're all secure.
Well, Mrs. Dunlap said she's been meaning to talk to you about the rate the office has been going through supplies.
Looks like this has been going on for a while.
I might have to start locking the cupboard.
So, we've talked to everybody then?
Oh, except for Troy.
Thanks for the lift, Dans. Later.
Is that Danny Herbert?
Maybe.
Just answer the question, mate. Don't be smart.
Yeah, that was Danny. So what?
You and she are pretty good mates, aren't you?
Could say that. What do you want?
I was looking into thefts from local offices.
Thefts of what?
Stationery.
Not that. Danny says you've been hassling her.
Do you know anything about it?
Get real. It's got nothing to do with me.
Troy? Well, this Troy kid's the obvious suspect. Everybody else in the office is so straight. They've got an honesty box for phone calls and it's full.
So why didn't you bring him in?
Oh, well, apart from a bit of attitude, there's nothing on him. I mean, even let us search his place.
Nothing there?
Well, we found an old bong made out of a fruit juice container.
But no stationery.
Not even a leaky biro.
Hey, all. Sorry to barge in. Turns out our stationery thief's been pretty busy.
Huh?
Who else has been hit?
Just about every business in Mount Thomas. It's all adding up.
How much?
$3,000 or $4,000 worth. That's not even including the stuff that's been stolen from Celia Donald and Rowan Rogers.
It's getting out of hand. Are we got any leads at all?
Oh, only the personal connection between Troy and Danny Herbert.
They do work for the two firms that have suffered the biggest losses.
Steal from their own bosses, maybe, but... I mean, what about the other firms, and what's the motive?
Money? For drugs?
Yeah, but they've got to sell the stuff first, and how are two teenagers going to fence stationery?
Maybe they've got some contacts that we don't know about. Hello, Mrs. Herbert. Is Danny around?
I'm afraid she's out at the moment.
I don't suppose you could spare us a few moments, could you?
So how is Celia, anyway?
Oh, I think she'll survive.
Terrible business. Have you found out who did it?
Sorry?
Do you know who hurt Celia? Danny was very upset about it. She thought you were trying to blame her.
Well, we don't think Danny's guilty. Certainly not of that.
So what are you doing here?
We're just trying to get some more information about Danny's friends, especially Troy Doherty.
What, you think he assaulted Celia?
Oh, we're just trying to get a full picture at this stage. Do you know him very well?
As well as any mother knows her daughter's boyfriend.
Don't you like him?
He's a bit of a rough diamond. But, he's devoted to Danny, and I've told Keith that's what counts.
So your husband doesn't like him?
He thinks she could do better for herself. But what father doesn't?
Does he think that Troy's a bad influence on Danny?
Well, she's certainly become more rebellious since they've been going out together.
Yeah, in what way?
Oh, staying out late, talking back, not listening to her father. It's become worse over the last couple of months.
And what kind of crowd do they hang out with?
As far as I know, they pretty much keep to themselves.
Have you ever suspected Danny of taking drugs?
Of course not. She doesn't even smoke.
You got a lot?
Smoking's not allowed in the building.
Besides, it's a health hazard.
Never stopped anybody before.
And we want to talk to you about Troy Doherty.
What about him?
We understand he's your boyfriend.
We've been seeing each other a bit.
Yep. How long have you been seeing each other for?
I don't know, a couple of months.
Because your parents say that you've changed since you met him.
Well, what would they know?
Well, they say you've become more rebellious.
What is this about, anyway?
Some stationery's gone missing from Rowan Rogers' office.
And you think Troy took it?
Did he?
As if!
Come on, Danny. Stationery goes missing from where you work. Now it's gone missing from where Troy works. Don't you think that that's kind of strange?
If Troy and I wanted to steal something, we wouldn't waste our time on stationery, OK? Can I have a word?
Yeah, sure. What's so important?
Jack?
I've been taking reports from all the places that have had stationery stolen, and there seems to be a common link.
Which is?
All the places were supplied by Morley Brothers Stationery.
That's the mob that Keith Herbert works for.
It used to work for. I gave them a call, and they said they retrenched him about 4 months ago. Something about closing down their country operations.
So he's been lying to us?
He's been lying to everyone.
No, it's not unusual. A bloke loses his job, he's too proud to admit it, so he just keeps going back to work.
And he fills in his orders by just stealing from other customers.
But how would he get paid for it? I mean, surely they're going to make their checks out to Morley Brothers.
Maybe he offers discounts for cash.
But still, he's going to run out of stock eventually.
Yeah, but that's where Celia Donald comes into the picture. She's one of the few businesses in Mount Thomas that are supplied by a different stationery firm.
So you're suggesting that that's where he gets his fresh stock and that's why he swiped the whole shelf of stationery from her?
Yeah, well, he could have cut a key from Danny.
No, you wouldn't do that to your own daughter.
He was desperate.
OK, look, this is all very well in theory, right? But how are we going to prove it?
I've been thinking about that too, Tess. Remember how Rowan Rogers said there was a special ink cartridge that they use, and they use it at the Shire as well. I was thinking we get on the phone to the Shire, we get them to place an urgent order for one of these cartridges.
Provide a convenient opportunity for Keith to steal it from Rowan Rogers' office.
Worth a try?
It's a good idea.
There he goes.
And there's the signal. Mr. Herbert. I'd like to look in your briefcase, please.
Why?
We have reason to believe that it contains stolen property.
What nonsense.
Look, I'll arrest you if we have to. How public do you want this to be? I believe that these were stolen from Rowan Rogers' office.
No, they're my stock. You see, I'm a sales rep.
Then how come they've got my initials on them? Mr. Herbert, you're under arrest for theft. I must inform you that you're not obliged to say or do anything you say or do
But if that had been 5 millimetres closer to your spine, there'd be no point in having this conversation. How are you feeling?
Frustrated.
Any return of sensation?
No, there might as well be blocks of wood.
I have to say, the spinal concussion is taking longer to settle down than I would have expected.
What does that really mean, Doctor? I'm not going to be like this forever, am I?
You shouldn't. Not while your spinal cord is intact.
Well, then what can we do?
It's possible that it's actually the bullet itself that's causing irritation to the nerves in that area.
So it'd help if we took the bullet out?
You're strong enough now for us to go in and remove it.
Then let's do it.
It's still very risky. Any spinal operation is.
What's the alternative?
More waiting.
I've had a gut full of that. Let's do it. When can you fit me in?
How would tomorrow afternoon suit you? I've had a cancellation.
The sooner the better.
We caught you red-handed with the goods from Rowan Rogers' office. It will make life a lot easier for you if you just admit to the other thefts.
No comment.
Look, Keith, you can't just pretend that it hasn't happened. There's no point. We saw you do it. Keith, we know about you losing your job. I assume that that's why you started stealing in the first place.
I know my rights, and I don't have to say anything to you.
You can still contact a solicitor if you want to.
That won't be necessary.
Fine. If you won't cooperate, we'll just get a warrant and we'll search your home.
My home?
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to correlate the stolen items with the goods that are in your stock.
You all right? Just breathe easily, calm down. We can contact a doctor for you if you want to.
You want a doctor? Interview suspended at 2:15 p.m. for Senior Constable Stewart to make medical inquiries.
What about your wife? Would you like us to contact her? No. Just...
I'll get you another cup of tea, eh?
Oh, of course, I'll have to recover from surgery and then it'll be months of physio, that type of thing. But at least I'll be walking again.
Hey, Jack's having the operation tomorrow. Get that bullet out.
Oh, that's excellent.
Didn't have to move out of the pub after all.
Yeah. Listen, Sarge, we've got a bit of a problem with Keith Herbert.
Is he still not talking, eh?
Worse, he's really losing the plot. He's shaking and crying. He said he didn't want a doctor, but I think that we should call one anyway.
All right, what about his wife? Wouldn't that be more helpful?
I think that's half the problem. He doesn't want to face her.
Oh, come on. She can't be that monstrous.
No, she's not. It's just... He hasn't told her that he's been charged with Celia's assault. And I don't think she knows anything about him losing his job either.
And you didn't say anything?
It wasn't my place.
OK. I think the circumstances have changed now.
You want me to tell her?
Well, she's going to have to find out one day. And maybe it's better if we're the ones to break the news.
But, look, I'd have to take Joe with me, and he's going to need someone to look after him.
I could do that.
You better get going.
Should be fun.
Oh, yeah. Barrel of laughs.
What's the matter now?
We need to talk to you, Mrs. Herbert. That's quite serious.
It's Danny, isn't it? She's in trouble, isn't she? She did all those things to Celia.
No, this has nothing to do with Danny. She's fine. It's about your husband.
Keith? Has there been an accident?
No. Look, I'm sorry to say that your husband's been arrested.
Your tea's getting cold, Mr. Herbert. Surely things aren't that bad. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You just lost your job. You still got your health. 2 good legs.
I'm sorry?
2 good legs. You can walk. And you've got your family.
Are you married?
No.
Then you have no idea. See, My family depend on me. And I've let them down.
Well, I understand.
If Keith had lost his job, he would have told me.
No, there's no mistake. We have talked to the company directly.
But he never said. And he's been going out every day. Can't be true.
Not you again. What do you want this time?
Please, go back to your room, Danielle.
Why? What's going on?
I said go to your room.
Why?
Don't argue.
Look, if you're going to talk about me, I'd actually like to be here.
This is not about you.
No, it's not this time, Danielle.
Well, then tell me, what's going on? Mum, what is it? Don't treat me like I'm 12 years old.
Your father's been lying to us, Danielle. He's lost his job and never told us.
Dad lost his job?
It seems like he's the one who's been stealing the stationery. Who assaulted Celia.
Him? What an asshole.
Oh, Danielle.
Well, he is. I got the blame for what he did. Troy and I.
Look, we still don't know the full story yet, Danielle.
Yeah, I don't need to. The guy's a loser.
I want to see him.
Not as much as I do.
No, Danielle.
But, Mum...
I said no.
Now, if you just take a seat, Mrs. Herbert, Joe will make you a cup of tea and we'll let him know that you're here. Sarge? No, Mrs. Herbert, you can't go in there. No, you can't go in there.
How dare you? How dare you keep things
What's she doing in here?
I'm your wife.
Get her out of here.
Why didn't you tell me?
Go away.
I'm not going anywhere till you talk to me.
Gail.
Please, this is between him and me. Keith, you're my husband, for God's sake. How could you lie to me like that? Does 20 years of marriage mean nothing to you? Have I been a bad wife?
No.
What sort of marriage is it that you can't tell me you lost your job? Do you think I'd walk out on you? Do you think I only married you for your damn job? Keith, look at me. I love you, you silly man. I thought you loved me.
I have disgraced you. Both of you.
We'll get over it. Oh, Keith.
Oh.
Mr. Herbert.
Mr. Herbert, no, you can't leave. Sorry, Mr. Herbert. Sorry. Jack.
Jack!
Somebody get an ambulance now.
Do you understand the condition of your bail?
Yes.
You better sign there. Right then. I'll see you in court.
I'm so sorry.
Any news?
How's Jack?
Boss said he'd let us know as soon as there's something.
How you feeling?
Like a truck ran over me.
Understandable. The antispasmodics will help.
I've had bouts of spasm before, but that was pretty full on.
We'll get you onto more physio.
At least I won't have to travel far for the operation tomorrow.
We need to talk about that.
I'll get out of your hair.
No, you stay. What's the go?
Your fall, or the spasm, or both, has caused the bullet to move closer to your spinal cord than it was.
And that means?
There's no question of our operating tomorrow as planned.
But I will be able to have the operation. Once things settle down.
I wouldn't be prepared to do it. No one would. I'm afraid it's far too risky.
Chris! Chris!
Jack, it's me. You ready? Jack, you all right?
G'day, sunshine.
Is Jack up yet?
Haven't seen him. Maybe he left early.
Yeah, I'm in here.
What happened?
Had a bit of an accident.
Chris, I think we'll be all right.
Call me if you need me.
Yeah, sure. Let's get you up. All right. Take it easy. Let's just get you sorted out, eh?
It's a bit of a mess.
That's all right. I'll clean it up.
Haven't you gone yet?
Oh, I'm just waiting for my lift.
There's someone else doing the course.
Yes, Senior Detective Natalie Nixon. Falcon Prize suggested
Not
that.
Nickers Nixon. Ooh, haven't met her yet.
Knickers?
Just your style, mate.
Nickers Nixon and the forced building entry course. You're going to have the best time.
Buildings need to be forced.
Why is she called Knickers? Is there something I need to know about this woman?
Morning, all. Sorry, we're a bit late.
Not a problem.
My fault. I slept in.
Mate, you okay?
Yep, I'm fine. Okay, thank you.
Bad night, Stretch.
Yeah, I've had better.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Senior Detective Hashem.
That would be me. And you'd be Senior Detective Natalie Nixon?
Nice to meet you. You ready to go?
Yes, either way.
Just the man I want to see.
Celia, well, I'm actually on my way to Melbourne.
But it's very important.
Senior Constable Stewart can help you with all your needs. All the best, guys.
Thanks, mate. See ya. Celia, how can I help?
Somebody's been stealing my stationery.
Rightio. Better come through then, eh? Jack?
Yep.
You want to take the report for us?
Why?
Who am I supposed to be speaking with here?
Take a seat.
Thank you.
So, stationery, huh?
The entire shelf of stock from my stationery cupboard.
Just one shelf.
The government provides your office supplies, Constable. Those of us in small business have to buy our own. And small items add up, you know.
Of course. What exactly was stolen? I meant to get a list.
Made out a list.
Oh. 10 reams of bond paper, 6 jet cartridges,